So let us consider a business. You are saying SAP is a ERP software. Okay, what is ERP exactly? Let us consider one business. I'm not talking about a small business, I'm talking about a biggest business organization. Every business will have different departments, right? In a business you will have sales and distribution department, material management department, finance department, HR departments, account department, like that. In a biggest business organizations you will have different number of business, right? Different modules you will have, different departments. Let us consider, go back to the times when there were no computers. How was the business at those times? So you are the owner of, for example, let's take one building as your business organization. At the first floor you have SD department, second floor you have third floor finance, and fourth floor HR department. And you are the owner of this organization. There were no computers, remember. How the work is going on? Without computers, everything is a paperwork, right? So as a owner, you want to look at the business report at 10 o'clock a.m. You want to know the business status of your business at 10 o'clock a.m. So there is no integration between each and every department, right? So you have to visit each and every department. Go to first floor, then second floor, third floor, fourth floor. Everything is paperwork, right? They will give one paper, final report of SD department, then department, finance department, HR department. You have to collect all these reports and sum up all those reports. Finally, you will get a report at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock p.m. So it took nearly 2 hours to know the status of your business. But you want what? Real time data. At 10 o'clock, you want business information, you should get that. But is it happening with your old technology without computers? No. After that, computers were introduced into business. The only difference changed is here, before prior to the computers, only they write on papers. Here, after coming of computer, they are writing in a electronic records, only Excel sheets, Word sheets, text pads. Only that thing is changing. Is there any integration between each and every department? No. Here also you have to visit SD department, collect the printout, and finance, HR. Finally, you get a report at 12 o'clock p.m. You want at what time? At 10 o'clock a.m. But you are getting the report at 12 o'clock p.m. After that, the small business applications comes into picture. What is the meaning of business application? Application means what? Software. Business software comes into picture. For example, for SD department, a separate software. For department, a separate software. Finance, a separate software. If you know the Tally, what is Tally? Previously, when it is released, it is a software for finance and accounts only, not a ERP. So like that, different vendors are developing different softwares. Now you are using that. Is there any integration between one software to another software? No. This software developed by IBM. Another software is developed by some Microsoft, some Oracle, some SAP. So what is the use of using a business application? Even though I am using computers, even though I am using business applications to run my business, I have to wait till 12 o'clock p.m. to know the status of my business. To eradicate all these problems, they have come up with a concept called ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. What is exactly this ERP? So what they have done, they have integrated the small business applications into one biggest business application, and they named it as ERP. That means if you install this ERP software, you will get software of SD, finance, control, accounts, like that. 180 plus business module software is integrated into this ERP. If I want to give you a simple example, what is MS Office? It is a collection of different softwares, right? MS Paint, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, MS Outlook, right? MS Word. All the softwares are integrated into MS Office. The same way, when I say ERP software, it is a combination of SD software, software, finance software, account software. Are you getting what I am trying to say? And here, the definition of ERP is it is a integration of all the business modules by having centralized database and common platform. By having centralized database and common platform, what is the meaning of that? For example, this is my ERP software. So I have centralized database. For example, if one sales guy sold one bike, that will be updated into that centralized database. Plus 80,000 will be added to finance department. Plus 3,000 will be added to that fellow who sold that bike. Everything as an incentive, everything is updating into the centralized database, so that you can sit centrally and you can access your real-time business data anytime. Am I right or wrong? So if you take this software prior to that ERP, for example, this SD software is there. SD software is developed by some Oracle company. What is the programming language of the Oracle company? PLSQL. So they developed that SD software on PLSQL software. This application needs a database, separate database. So we will have a database separate. Software is developed by some other vendor called IBM. They used some COBOL language to build that application, and that also need a separate database. So different vendors, different platforms, different database prior to ERP. But after coming of ERP, only one vendor, one platform, and only one centralized database. Means your all SDMM, finance, accounts, controlling, all the applications will develop on one of the programming language, whether it may be Java, COBOL, C++, or ABAP, or anything. They'll use only one programming language to build that entire application. And for that entire application, they will have only one single database. So whatever you do on this application, that will be reflecting in the same database, so that you can sit centrally, you can access your real-time business data anytime. That is the meaning of ERP. ERP is what? It is a integration of all the business modules by having centralized database and common platform. Anyone? What is ERP?
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
इंटीग्रेशन का मतलब पूरे सब्जेक्ट को मिलाना होगा ना सर, यही है एक्चुअल मीनिंग इसका?
Yes. For example, you have SD software, you have software. There will be interlink between one application to another application. If you sold one bike in SD department, that will be immediately affecting your department. One bike will be less in department, and plus 80,000 will be added into finance department. Like that, integration will be there between one application to another application, and that integration will be easy now. Why? All that platforms, all that softwares are built upon only one programming language. So integration will be easy. If each and every application are built on different programming language, there will be no integration. Are you clear with this?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
The ERP is a integration of all the business modules by having centralized database and common platform. Okay. Before that, different vendors, different platforms, different databases. After coming of ERP, only centralized. And another definition of ERP, what is exactly this ERP contains? For example, this ERP software works as a template software. It works as a template software. What is the meaning of template? Anyone? You will have some template messages in your mobile. What are they? I'll call you back in. So you can customize according to your requirement, right? You say 1 hour,
Default.
10 minutes, 2 hours. So there will be some model. Template is nothing but there will be a model you can use according to your necessity requirement. That is what template. So this ERP software is a ready-made business application which can be customizable as per organizational requirement. It works as a template software. For example, if you install one ERP software, there will be some different ERP vendors. We'll discuss that. If you install that ERP software, but I am giving one a simple example. This ERP software will have all the screens whatever required for your business. Let's take one sales order screen. The basic sales order screen is what? Customer name, customer number, address, items, quantity, and total. Right? This is the basic for any sales order. But you are a Hero Honda company or Reddy's Lab. Can you directly use this? No. For my Hero Honda company, in my sales order, what I need? I need Hero Honda logo and customer name, customer number, and somewhat more. Bike model, bike color, insurance, temporary license, and total. If you take Reddy's Lab, they will also purchase the same software. There will be no different ERPs for different departments. For oil and gas, for pharma, FMCG, for real estate, everything the same ERP that will be only the ERP software is common for all, but they have to customize according to their business requirement. If it is a Reddy's lab, then they need their logo, customer name, customer number, item. The medicine will have some batch code, expiry date, and total. Right? The same software. This screen they want to utilize like this, and this screen they will change like this. So ERP is a works as a template software which can be customizable as per organizational requirement. That means you purchase that ERP software, you install it, but you cannot directly use that. First of all, you have to customize that software according to your requirement. That ERP software will have basic screens for you, template screens for you. Just you have to customize that. So what is ERP? Another definition of ERP is a ERP is a template software which can be customizable as per organizational requirement. Got it? The first definition is it is a integration of all the business modules by having centralized database and common platform. Only one platform it is developed and only one database. Everything will be updated into that database. The second definition is it is a template software which can be customizable as per organizational requirement. Whatever you want, there will be that screens, programs, reports in that ERP software. Just you have to pick that and you have to customize according to your requirement, whatever you want, and then use it. So installation of ERP is not enough. You have to implement that software. Implementation comprises of some development, customization, modification, enhancement. We'll see all those things. Okay. And remember, all these tasks are not administrative tasks. Only developers and functional people will do. The administrative task here is just you have to install the software and create developer users and functional users and give them authorizations and configure printers and uh, decide the hardware and daily taking the backups. And every software will have some bugs, right? The same way this SAP software also have some bugs, some enhancements. Each and every time SAP will release some enhancements, you have to apply that enhancements and you have to do that bug corrections, hot fixes. These are all the administrative tasks, but this developments, modifications, enhancements, and customization, we don't deal with that. For dealing of that, you need a programmer, but we don't know any programming language. What is the operating system admin's task? Anyone? Database admin, operating system admin. What is the meaning of admin? He should be able to install all the softwares, right? If it is a Windows admin, he should be able to install Windows XP 10, 11, 8, everything of Windows softwares, right? And he has to create users, give the security, configuring the printer, configuring the network. Whatever a OS admin will do, the same the database admin also do. The same thing, you are the admin of SAP software. SAP software is a biggest software in the world. So that software needs some administrative tasks, installation, uninstallation, hot fixes, configuring printers, backups, restores, recoveries. All things are taken care by the administrators. Are you clear with this? What is your job in this SAP? You need not
Yeah.
any programming language knowledge here. You can simply start with zero software knowledge. If you are good for these 2 months, that is enough. And what are the ERP softwares we have in market? The majorly, we have so many ERPs available in the market. The majorly Microsoft, SAP, and Oracle. These are the three big vendors of ERP software. When it comes to Microsoft, Microsoft is not a genuine ERP developing company. Microsoft is not a genuine ERP developing company. Actually, there are two companies called Dynamics and Great Plains. They developed their own ERPs with the names Dynamics and Great Plains. Later, Microsoft acquired these two companies and they renamed it as MS Dynamics and MS Great Plains. These companies will do that, right? They'll acquire some small companies and they taken over their software. The same way, Microsoft is well known for what? Anyone? Operating system. MS Windows is whose? Microsoft Windows only, na? Yeah. And when it comes to SAP and
Some.
Oracle, yes. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So when it comes to SAP and Oracle, these are the genuine ERP developing companies. SAP and Oracle are the genuine ERP developing companies. And there are so other companies also. JD Edwards, Tally is there, and some more JD Edwards, Tally, SAP, Oracle, Microsoft. And there are so many ERP companies available in the market, but the major is Microsoft, SAP, and Oracle. And you know what is exactly ERP. Now we'll see why ERP. Why ERP? Wait for 1 minute. I'll come. Yeah, my screen is visible.
Yes,
Yeah.
visible.
Yes, sir.
So, for example, this ERP is what? It is a business software, right? We have different ERP companies like SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, and PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, Tally. We have seen all the companies. Okay, these are all called as ERP companies. And we have some business people also in the market, like Hero Honda, Reddy's Lab, okay, Coca-Cola, whatever the business. These are the business companies. Now, every company will have their marketing heads, marketing people. This ERP companies will have, and this business company also have marketing people. Regularly, this ERP companies marketing people will visit these business companies and they will explain about this ERP software. ERP is a integration of all the business module. If you use only this software, you can run your business centrally, and they'll convince these business companies to implement their ERP into their company. But this Hero Honda people are this ERP companies only sell the software. What is that software? It is a template software. Can you directly use that software? No. This Hero Honda people and Reddy's Lab people are business people. They don't know what is software, right? But they want to implement these ERP softwares into their business. Okay, for example, my Hero Honda has purchased SAP software to implement SAP into their business. Now, who should install that? And after installing this ERP software, can Hero Honda directly use that software for their business? No, it is just a template software. You have to customize according to your business requirement. We have seen that example. It will have the basic sales order screen, all the departments, the basic screens. But you need something more. For each and every screen, if you want to get a different screen in a backend, you will have a program, right? You have to edit that program, then only your screen will change. Who will do that edit? That's the reason all these business companies need some of the software service providers available in the market. What are the software service provider? What is the meaning of software service provider? They give software as a service. They will do servicing to your software. Just like a bike mechanic, they are the service providers for your software. Now, scenario is this. These business people will look into all the software companies, whatever you know, TCS, Infosys, IBM, TechM, okay, L&D, all these companies are what? Software service providers. They called as software service provider. They will give software as a service. Now, these business people will look into the software service providers who is having good reviews. They'll all belongs to one community only. These all business tycoons, right? So, for example, Reddy's Lab has given that project to TechM. Okay, they haven't delivered that project on the time. Okay, they have done so many mistakes. So, what is this Reddy's Lab guy He'll tell the Hero Honda guy, no, don't give that project to Tech M, right? So they'll have their communications with them, internal communications. Finally, they'll decide one of the software service provider which is having good reputation in the market. So finally, our scenario is this: Hero Honda wants to implement SAP with the help of whom? IBM. Why they are taking the help of IBM? Hero Honda people don't know what is software. They don't know how to edit this SAP software. SAP software is what? It is a template. ERP software is template software. They only sell the software. They don't install into your system. They don't give the service to that. They don't do all this development, customization, modification, enhancement. For that, you have to depend upon some of the software service provider. So our scenario is what? Hero Honda has purchased SAP software. Fine. Then to implement this SAP software into Hero Honda business, Hero Honda given that implementation project to IBM. Now IBM people will come to Hero Honda, they'll assess the software. What actually software has, what screens SAP has, what screens ERP software has, and what you need as a Hero Honda organization. In sales order screen, what are the changes we have to do? Like that, they will entire software, they will read and they'll read their entire business and they'll give some time. For example, 6 months. 6 months time, we'll have a head count of 100 people. 100 people will work with you. 30 functional people, 30 developers, 30 admins, and some 30 networking guys. We will finish this project within 6 months. And they'll write their MOU, memorandum of agreement. For example, January 1st is a kick-off date, go live date. In this, during these 6 months from July to January. So these 6 months, what are these IBM people will do? They will install this SAP software, download and install, and they'll do all the developments, modifications, enhancements, and customization, everything. And finally, they prepare their software for Hero Honda to run their business on SAP software. That is called as an implementation project. Now, as a Hero Honda organization, I have one simple doubt. I'm the owner of this organization. I want to look at the TCO, total cost of ownership. There will be one thing called, technical thing called TCO, total cost of ownership. If I want to implement SAP, how much cost I should spend, right? Here, see, to purchase ERP software, you have to spend some money to the ERP companies, right? One of any ERP, not only SAP, all ERPs, nobody will give the software for free. One thing, first of all, you have to purchase ERP software from one of the ERP vendor, then give this project to some of the software service provider. Let's take some small example. For this ERP software, some 20 lakh rupees. Small example. They are charging 20 lakh rupees. And for doing customization, this IBM people are charging some 10 lakh rupees. Total cost is what? 30 lakh rupees. And this ERP company is software company, and this IBM, TCS, Infosys, everything, these are also software people only, right? So as a Hero Honda, what I think, why should I, at anyhow I have to purchase one software from one of the ERP vendor, again I have to customize according to my business requirement. Then as a owner of Hero Honda, what I think, why should I pay this ERP guys? I can directly go to IBM and ask them to create a ERP software for me so that I can run my business, and I can simply give 20 lakhs rupees directly to them. Is it a good idea?
No.
I'm bypassing ERP companies here. Is it a good idea?
No, sir.
Why not?
No, sir.
You're spending 30 lakh rupees. Instead of 30 lakh rupees, now you have to spend only 20 lakh rupees. Obviously, it is a good idea. Obviously, it is a good idea. So now I'll give you simple example. I know about one ERP. That ERP is SAP ERP. I know one ERP. That ERP is SAP ERP. We'll discuss about that ERP now. So this SAP company is started in 1972. They released this first product into the market in 1992. How many years it took? Nearly 20 plus years. right? 20 plus softwares. The first thing. The second thing, the ERP is not a small software, right? It is containing nearly 180 plus business modules. 180 plus business modules. One business module software means 180 plus softwares. The combination of 180 plus softwares is your ERP. To write the code of 180 plus business softwares, one cannot write all these things, right? To write all these things, you need to take thousands of employees. You need to deploy thousands of employees. For all these employees, you have to maintain from infrastructure, right? And nobody will work for free. You have to give crores of rupees as a salary, as salary, right? You have to wait for 20 years, and you need to deploy thousands of employees. You need to maintain infrastructure. You have to give salaries as a crores of rupees, and finally, that software has to be success. There will be so many developments are going on in the market, but if you take some 100 developments, only 10 to 15 developments will be coming into life, right? After all doing all these things, if your software is not success, what happens? Okay, I'll give you a simple example. You need a pen. Will you buy a pen? Will you manufacture a pen?
Buy a pen. Buy a pen.
We will buy a pen.
Buying a pen is a good option, right? Why? In 3 rupees also you are getting a pen. The quality of the product will be different. For 3 rupees, 10 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, how much you spend, the quality of the product will be like that. If I manufacture a pen company, what I have to take? First of all, I have to initiate the program, and I need to take small scale industry permissions. I have to deploy some small scale workers, and I need to spend some 10 lakh, at least small amount, 10 lakh rupees for that, and I have to wait. I have to purchase machineries. After all doing this, which one is good? Buying a pen or manufacturing a pen?
Buying a pen.
Buying a pen. Simply give 10 rupees and buy a pen. Simple. Your work is done. The same way here, if Hero Honda wants to implement their develop their own ERP, first of all they have to close their automobile industry and they have to start a software organization. And if they put this much of effort in their own industry, in automobile industry, they will be on top. Am I right or wrong? 20 years effort, crores of rupees, thousands of employees, infrastructure, and 20 years of development. If they put this much of effort in their own respective field, they will be king in the automobile industry, right? So obviously
Yes, sir.
these all companies don't go for that option, second option. Simply they'll throw the money, they'll buy the ERP, and they'll give that project to some of the software service provider. Within 6 months, you are getting your ERP ready, done. You can start your business instead of going into the development of ERP, waiting for 20 years. Which one is good one?
Buy the ERP.
Buying a ERP. That's why no company, no business is bypassing this ERP softwares. And now tell me, what is your future? If you are into the ERP industry, what will be your future?